handicap steeplechase. One is Emily Gray, the Flemonsford mare, back with Timmy Hyde, of course, was leased to race in England with Kim Bailey. One at Fairy House, and now back with the Hyde family to run before she's sent to the paddocks. Nina Carberry will do the steering. Two is Bonnie Kate, of course, ran in the Irish Grand National. Sean Flanagan rides for Noel Meade. Three is Salita, oh so impressive at Fairy House. Paul Townend riding the Wexford mare for Paul Nolan. Four is Synthesia, Noel Feely. Five, Cresswell Breeze, Jonathan Moore claiming the five. Six, Perfect Promise is Davy Russell. 9, Dressed to the Nines, a very appropriate name on Ladies' Day here at Punchestown. Mark Walsh rides. 8, I'm All You Need, stable companion of Salita. Luke Dempsey is the pilot. 9, Indian Fairy, Donna Mailer claiming the 5. 10, Doesn't Run. 11, Definite Ruby, Jack Kennedy claiming the 3. 12, Mrs. Pet is Andrew Lynch. 13, Ebony Empress, Danny Mullins. And 14, Padraig's Joy. The amount of Philip Enright, says number 15, Give Me a Break, is an absentee, Tom. Market, Pointers, Emily Gray, Bonnie Kate, or is it Salita?
No, it's a really interesting race because Bonnie Kate, you could question whether or not her real good stamina is going to be seen to best effect on this yielding ground. Preferably her absolutely ideal conditions, very soft or indeed heavy ground. It isn't that out there, but there is good cash for her nonetheless. That flop in the Irish National, easily forgiven, it seems, by punters. Other ones backed Jimmy Mangan's Perfect Promise. That was a double-figure price earlier on today. In now to only 6-1, the majority of boards behind us. And the other interesting one, and there's some really good mares here, is this Ebony Empress. Neil Mulholland's bought her over. Obviously, he had the 1-5 in the Whitbread Gold Cup last Saturday, and she's 20-1 all the way into 11-1. The weak ones, and there are a few, the top weight Emily Gray, market really, really very much against her, out to 8-1. Also Dressed to the Nines drifting now, as is Cresswell Breeze. So, fascinating race.
Any money for I'm All You Need, trained by Paul Nolan, stable companion of Salita?
Yeah, I'm All You Need is a 20-1 shot, but as you say, Paul's also got Salita. I think she's really good. We saw her win at Fairy House a couple of weeks ago. She might just win again today. What does her trainer think?
Yes, Paul Nolan joins me now with his two runners, Salita, who's coming off the back of 2 wins, and also I'm All You Need. And no blinkers on I'm All You Need today, Paul.
No, she was very free the last day, Tracy, and she was very hard even to steer. So hopefully she'll settle today and give Luke a nice spin.
What's she like at home? Is she quieter at home, or is she just a bit...
No comparison to her at home at all. It's just at times she just gets free in a race, and it's happened before, and when that happens she runs no sort of race. So it's very important to get her switched off.
Yeah. Now Paul just rode the last winner, as we saw there. He rode Salita to win her last race, and back on board today. Yeah,
that's right. She was very good the last day, and she got a fair whack. Like, she got £10 for winning it, but she travels very well as well, Tracy, and it's very important she settles. This is over 5 furlongs further, so I hope to go quick, and I'll be out the back, and hopefully they'll jump well and get into it coming to the second last.
Very best of luck to you, Paul. Good to see you.
Thank you
very much. Thank you.
Interesting, isn't it, this race? There's nearest to us is number 7. That's Dressed to the Nines. Dressed to the Nines, all for a long time until December. Found very little last time out behind Emily Gray. She's blinkered for the first time here, this daughter of Oscar. Once a very, very promising sort. There's Bonnie Kate, and didn't really happen for her in the Irish National. Very game mare, though.
Yeah, I think when she was, her chance was gone. Sean Flanagan pulled her up. She probably won't be any the worst of it. She jumps and she stays, and she's a very good, tough mare, and she's won around Punchestown. She won a good handicap chase here at the national trial.
Salita we're looking at. Paul's told us about her, this daughter of King's Theatre. Love the ground, I think. Paul Townend rides, bidding for a quick double. Won well last time out. Paul rode at, 4-length success or so at Fairy House, and before that over hurdles as well. Number 6 is Perfect Promise. Should like the ground, I think, Ted?
Yeah, she will like the ground. She had a couple of real good runs, and then she just had a bit of a hiccup in between times when she's pulled up I'm Manila for You down at Leopardstown in December. But she's a better mare than that. She ran all right behind Emily Gray at Fairy House the last day, and I think she'll appreciate a bit of nice ground as well too. She's a daughter of presenting, so I think she won't be far away. Davy Russell on board.
And number 1 is Emily Gray. Now, Emily Gray is back with Tim Hyde, was trained by Kim Bailey, came over and won at Fairy House last month. Keeps winning. Nina's on board today, keeps doing enough, this daughter of Flemonsfirth, but I think she's on her way to the paddocks. 13-2 she is. Dressed to the Nines, we had a quick word about. She's blinkered here. Mark Walsh on board. Blinkered for the first time. and just found very little behind Emily Gray, and this just might spark her up. But she was off for a long time until December.
She's a better mare than the last couple of runs make her out to be. She was a decent mare early on in her career, and she must have just lost her all way, or lost her enthusiasm, but sticking a pair of blinds on her to help her anyway, do you know?
She had all sorts of things wrong with her. Number 4 we look at is Synthesia, one of Neil Mulholland's runners, and she won last time. She beat Cresswell Breeze, meets Cresswell Breeze again today. Cresswell Breeze is £3 better off for a neck beating, and Neil has a couple of animals here. He's got Ebony Empress as well. Danny Mullins rides Ebony Empress, but Noel Feely on Synthesia. And interesting heat this, as they say. Brian?
Yes, Robert. Bonnie Kate is your favourite, along with Salita. As you can see, 4.5 to 1, 9 to 2. Take your pick. Perfect Promise was a double figure price this morning. 12 to 1, 11 to 1, 10 to 1. Good each way support for Jimmy Mangans, presenting mare in the hands of Davy Russell. Tom, there she is in frame, number 6.
Yeah, it's a cracking betting heat, this. The big drifters, danger signals for numbers 1 and 7. Emily Gray top weight, and also Dressed to the Nines. Just arguably a bit of a question mark about her ideal trip, maybe shorter than this 2 mile 5. The big positives for anybody looking for something at double figure prices, numbers 11, 12 and 13 all being bet. Definite Ruby in now to 10 to 1, Ebony Empress 11 to 1 we mentioned earlier, and also Missy Pet 16 to 1 being nibbled at, all of those 3 each way.
Synthesia, Noel Feely just having his girth checked. Interesting, the 3 that we didn't, we're just hearing Money for Definite, Ruby and Mrs. Met and Mrs. Pet and Ebony Empress.
Michelle Gannon's mare, she unseated the last day behind Cara Locka at Ferryhouse, and she fell behind Fine Theatre at Gordon, but she had a good run behind Urano at Thurles, a right good run. So she's be great for Michelle Gannon if she could bag a big pot like this. It's a good pot for these mares, 60 grand here at Punchestown. Good mares handicapped. They're well catered for the mares here in Ireland. Graded races, plenty of mares confined to mares races. No excuses on that front. Mares bumpers, mares maiden hurls, mares novice chases. Now a 60,000 handicapped. A grade 1 for mares.
13 of them for you, Tony.
Coming up to the starter, and away they go, off and running and heading towards the first. Bonnie Kate is one of the early leaders, and also prominent is Cresswell Breeze. Towards the right is Emily Gray, wide of her is Synthesia. Indian Fairy up there on the inside. Emily Gray a mistake and is also possibly a bit hampered. Salita is towards the back in the early stages as they come up towards the second. Indian Fairy is the leader, being followed in second place by Ebony Empress on the left. Then Cresswell Breeze and Bonnie Kate in the cerise colours, then Emily Gray. They're followed by Perfect Promise as they come down the straight towards the next fence. Indian Fairy from Cresswell Breeze, and then Emily Gray, Perfect Promise. Towards the inside is Ebony Empress. Coming down now towards the first of the 2 in the straight, Definite Ruby is moved into a prominent position in the blinkers, and Indian Fairy over from Cresswell Breeze and Emily Gray. And then behind these towards the inside is Ebony Empress, and then comes Definite Ruby, Perfect Promise and Bonnie Kate, and then comes Padraig's Joy. Salita's back in the field with also Dressed to the Nines and I'm All You Need as they come up past the stands. And it's Indian Fairy, the leader, from Cresswell Breeze in second. In third place as they go by the stands, Definite Ruby. Then comes Emily Gray. Bonnie Kate is next with Perfect Promise. Ebony Empress on the inside. Padraig's Joy is next. Dressed to the Nines and Salita back in the field with I'm All You Need and Mrs. Pet. Synthesia has dropped back to be last as they reach the fence at the top. And Indian Fairy was low there, but leads now with Cresswell Breeze alongside. Behind these is Definite Ruby. Emily Gray is in 4. Then the green and white colours are Perfect Promise, and her outside is Bonnie Kate. Ebony Empress is next. Then Padraig's Joy, and then comes Dressed to the Nines and Salita, I'm All You Need and Mrs. Pet. All safely over, about to start the downhill run towards the back straight. They've 9 fences to jump, and Indian Fairy is the leader, followed in second place by Cresswell Breeze, Emily Gray. Just behind these is Definite Ruby, and then comes Bonnie Kate with Ebony Empress. Between them is Perfect Promise. Dress of the Nines is next with Podrick's Joy, and then Salita, and they're followed by I'm All You Need and Mrs. Pet at the back at this plain fence now, and the leader is Indian Fairy. Jumped that one better, followed in second by Emily Gray, then Cresswell Breeze in the yellow and orange. Right of the picture in the blinkers is Definite Ruby. Just behind them on the inside is Ebony Empress, then Perfect Promise and Bonnie Kate. Emily Gray jumps up to dispute the lead as they clear that fence and start down the back straight in this valuable mare's handicap, with Indian Fairy and Emily Gray the 1-2. Cresswell Breeze is third, then Definite Ruby in 4, Ebony Empress is 5, then the cerise colours of Bonnie Kate, followed by Perfect Promise, then Podrick's Joy, and then comes Mrs. Pet and Dress to the Nines and I'm All You Need and Salita towards the back of the field as they meet the first down the back. Indian Fairy, Emily Gray on the outside, jumps at the better, lands just in front. Indian Fairy in second, 2.5 lengths Cresswell Breeze, and then comes Definite Ruby, and after these Ebony Empress as they come to the next fence now, which is 6 from home, and it's Emily Gray who leads. Emily Gray followed in second by Cresswell Breeze, and then behind these is Definite Ruby, and then comes Indian Fairy as they come down towards 5 from home now. Emily Gray the leader from Cresswell Breeze in second, and then comes Definite Ruby. Behind these is Indian Fairy, and then Bonnie Kate. Podrick's Joy gets a bit closer. They're about to leave the back straight behind them with 4 to jump, and it's Emily Gray and Nina Carberry leading from Cresswell Breeze in second under Jonathan Moore. Then around the outside is Definite Ruby. They're chased by Bonnie Kate into 4th. Indian Fairy begins to weaken. Podrick's Joy continues a forward move. Then comes Ebony Empress, Mrs. Pet, Dressed to the Nines. There's only about 8 lengths covering a lot of them as they come towards 4 out now. Emily Gray, Cresswell Breeze is in second. Bonnie Kate just behind them, and they're followed by Podrick's Joy. And out over that, they've all taken it safely, and it's Emily Gray with Nina looking behind. Cresswell Breeze in second, Definite Ruby in third. Bonnie Kate still goes well just behind them. Then Podrick's Joy and Mrs. Pet and Ebony Empress. Salita beginning to make ground as they jump this Emily Gray over in front from Cresswell Breeze. Definite Ruby, a break to Bonnie Kate and Podrick's Joy, and then Salita as they run the turn into the straight. They've 2 to jump. Emily Gray, Definite Ruby moving up on the outside. Between them is Cresswell Breeze, a gap to Bonnie Kate and Podrick's Joy, and they're chased by Salita as they come towards the second last now. Emily Gray pressed by Definite Ruby. Cresswell Breeze just behind them, as is Bonnie Kate, and then Podrick's Joy, a mistake. Salita is next. Mrs. Pet blundered badly, but into the closing stages. Definite Ruby on the near side has it just from in second place on the far side, Emily Gray, and then over it is Podrick's Joy, and behind these Cresswell Breeze as they race into the closing stages now, and it is Definite Ruby the leader. Podrick's Joy finishing strongly on the near side. Cresswell Breeze coming back for more, but it's Definite Ruby who's won it. Podrick's Joy is second, Cresswell Breeze 3, Emily Gray 4, clear of Emily Empress, Bonnie Kate, Mrs. Pet, Salita, Perfect Promise, and just looking down the straight, Dress the Nines was pulled up, as was Indian Fairy, and also I'm All You Need. But it's gone to Definite.
Definite Ruby here on the stand side. Young Jack Kennedy getting a great tune out of her. She ran no race at Downpatrick the last time up, but she ran respected enough at Cheltenham before that with Jamie Codge. Likes a bit of good ground, I suppose, helped her a bit too. Nina got a great tune out of Emily Gray on the far side, but tried to consider the big concession of weight, 11.10 and 9.12 with Jack's valuable 3, almost 2 stone between them. She just couldn't give it away, and it's Cresswell Breeze who rattles down to the line here. Close between her and Definite Ruby and Podrick's Joy, but I mean, Definite Ruby was always looked like from the back of the last she was going to hold it. Hard as Podrick's Joy and red on the outside tries, and Cresswell Breeze, they just can't close that deficit. Young Jack gets it out his left hand, gives her a couple of cracks. 17 during the week. Leading conditional jockey this year, attached to Gordon Elliott, winner here yesterday, and Gordon has produced Definite Ruby. This is the run of her life. She was running, she's had plenty of runs and ran all season long and run some good races, but this is a huge pot for a win. She's only won twice, but she's won a big one here today, a grand weight in her back, 9-9 in her back, and she's beaten two horses behind Cresswell Breeze with 10-6, giving her a good run there under young Jonathan Moore, and Podrick's Joy and Philip Enright here on the near side. But the winner has bagged it today.
Certainly has. Jack Kennedy and Definite Ruby are winners of our second race, the mare's handicap steeplechase, and there is a mare of real importance. There's Vroom Vroom Mag bidding for a Bet-Dac Champion Hurdle. That comes up, only the 6 runners for it, but it's a proper race, a real good one. Vroom Vroom Mag featuring in our next race, but it comes up after Newark. See you soon.